Today, I'm going to break down the daily pay blueprint. Exactly what is a daily pay blueprint, what it can do for you, and why you need it. I think that's one of the most important things. So my name is Michelle. I'm a mom of 6. I'm a grandma of 5, and time with my family is the most important thing to me. And if I go back to 2022, I was failing miserably at it because I didn't have a step-by-step blueprint that taught me how to attract daily paying customers. I thought the only way I could attract a daily paying customer was by me having to find a customer, by me having to bother friends and family, by me having to direct message people or friend request people and find customers that way. I didn't understand attraction marketing, right? And so I'm so excited to share that with you. Hello, how are you guys doing today? When you guys are jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. I love this part. And YouTube, when you're jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. Hey, Terrence, how are you, my friend? Welcome on YouTube. I love it. I love it. So if you guys see me going back and forth, that's why, right? And so I got to share this with you because my opinion, this is the most brilliant strategy that I've ever seen and the most brilliant business model. And here's why. Let me share you with exactly why. Because you guys, in today's world, to grow a business, I don't care what business it is, but the fastest way to grow the business, and actually the smartest way, because it's free, is use social media, right? I mean, it's amazing to be able to use social media. Hey, how's everybody doing? Love it. A lot of you guys hanging out with me on YouTube. I love it. And of course, TikTok. Love it. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the love and the hearts. You guys are great. Hey, Manny, how are you, my friend? Haven't seen you for a while. Love it. That's why I love going live, because some of you guys I just haven't seen for a while. And so, social media. I thought I had to use social media to find people. When I learned this a strategy, how to use social media to attract people, it changed everything. So I'm actually going to share that attraction marketing strategy with you today, because let me give you guys one tip, is most important tip that you can have when you're building a business, and that is this. When you use social media, and matter of fact, I recommend, because social media today, mostly TikTok, is in YouTube as well, it's interest based. So it's not social media where your friends and your friends and your friends see your posts. It's interest based. So it's based off of people's interest. Hey, Lynn, good afternoon. So it's based off of people's interest, not from what they're searching or who they're engaging with. What I just shared with you guys is so important, because guess what? If you have a business and somebody is interested in what you have, your content will show up in their For You page. They just have to know you're in business. So when I discovered that, it was brilliant. I was like, okay, I know who my hello, good afternoon. I know who my perfect customer is. So I just have to create content towards my perfect customer. That's what I learned in this blueprint. I traded having to find customers. I traded having to DM to attracting customers to me. And I started attracting daily paying customers. I took the strategies inside this blueprint. And by the way, if you want the blueprint, it's dailypaybusiness.com. The link is in my bio. You can go check it out. It's the exact blueprint that I followed that took me to 6 figures in 6 months, made my first million in 17 months. And I had my life back. And I had my time back. It was no more trading time for dollars, no more hearing the word no. I built a multi-million-dollar business today, and I've never heard the word no. And it is all because of social media, and it's all because of having my business on autopilot. And I have to share this with you. I was terrified of thinking of my video on autopilot automations, because I don't like tech and I didn't understand, having a website and that out there, right? That's why, again, this is the most brilliant business model, because it's done for you. It's ready to go. That made sense to me. Yes. Yes. Hey, Tanya, how are you, my friend? How are you doing? How's things going for you? Glad you're hanging out with me on YouTube. I love it. Yes. Yeah, I'll cover that with you of finances. Well, we're going to cover that today as well. Okay? Because I know, I get it, right? A lot of people financially can't afford to do something, but there's many options out there. So I had a gal inside my community. She babysat and she cleaned homes to get started. And in 2 years, she's made $600,000. Can you imagine if she wouldn't have put the effort into it of coming up with the money? I had another gal sold some stuff on Facebook Marketplace to be able to join my community. And she actually sold some stuff, and she had enough money to get started with the passive daily pay blueprint, which is $300. She sold some stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and in 24 hours made $900. 24 hours after her business was active, she made $900, all from selling some lamps and some clothes and some stuff. So when people want something bad enough, you'll find a way. It's with everything, right? We're all dropping $100 a month to have a cell phone, right? We'll spend the money to have entertainment. But when it comes to investing in us and learning skills, that's where we become very hesitant, right? So let me share this with you, because this is what was so brilliant inside. Hey, thanks for following me, Janet. Just call me your hope dealer. Like today, I hope you guys see a different perspective. I truly hope you see that anyone on here can learn these skills. You know, if I look, because next month, it will be 3 years for me in the digital marketing space. So over the almost 3 years I've been doing this, here's what I love about people having their own online business. It's not one type of person that has massive success. Anyone can have massive success. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your backstory, doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter the trauma, the drama, the failures you've had in your life. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. All that matters is that you are willing to be coachable, consistent, and you're actually willing to learn new strategies and skills and actually implement them. And that is why I get so fired up, because no matter who you are, no matter what you want to achieve, it's truly possible the way business is ran today. Because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. So you have people out there that like and trust you, and you can learn to use those same strategies online to get people to buy from you. So I just kind of want to really break this down with you. Okay, yes, it's possible. Absolutely. Implementing is the part I often fall at. Of course, Lynn, you know, because it's easy, right? It's easy to go back into our old patterns and our old beliefs, right? That's called complacency. The money's made outside of the comfort zone. So just have grace with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself, and just work on this process. But I'm really hoping, I'm so glad you're here, Lynn, by the way, because I'm really hoping with you listening to this, you're going to be able to borrow some of my hope, and you're going to be able to execute, because I'm going to give you some really easy things to execute. Because sometimes, like, I literally, like, where I am now in my business, I try to get back to the basics with people, because the basics is what's made me 6 figures in 6 months. Sometimes we get so fancy, right? And so hopefully I can get back there with you, because I'm telling you right now, there's strategies out there that if you implement, things can change overnight. So that's what I want to share with you, right? Yes, it's very possible. Like this one strategy that I'm going to share with you, because this is so important. It took me on a brand new account on social media. It took me 7,000 my first month, 14,000 my second month, 22,000 my third month, and I was shocked. And then after 3 months of being in business, I finally got the courage to go live, because I was terrified to go live. So if you're there in your life and in your business that you're afraid to go live, I see you, because that was me. Matter of fact, I was so grateful when I first started going live and nobody got on, because I sucked really bad. I was nervous. I was sweating, right? So I love the fact that I had hardly anybody watching my live, so that way I could just get more comfortable and more confident. But I did make a commitment of December 1st of 2022 to go live every day. And that was a game changer for my business. Not because, well, here's why it was a game changer. It was a game changer for my business is because I got to know you better. Seriously, that's what it was, right? Because I was able to be able to really communicate with you and get to know you better. And so the more I got to know you, the better content I started creating online. And so that's why it's so important to get to know your customers or your potential customers better, because YouTube is the number 2 search engine. So you think about it. If you go live and you get to know your customers better, you know what kind of content to create, because that's what they're searching. So if you create content that people are searching, guess what? Your business is going to grow. So I did start going live. I made a commitment to go live every day for 365 days, and I did, and it was a game changer. I ended up hitting six figures in 6 months and my first million in 17 months. But it's all because of all of the strategies. But I'm sharing with you, I didn't go live in my first 90 days. So that's really what I want to talk to you about. What can you do the first 90 days that can get massive momentum in a business, even if you're brand new? Matter of fact, what I recommend is literally starting a business and starting a brand new account on social media. And it should be just for your business. And I'm going to share with you why, because this is really important. And I'm just going to invite you guys right now inside my community. I just did a 30-day momentum map, but we're on tomorrow's day 19, that I'm really walking you through how to grow your following, how to grow your email list, and how to grow your customer base in 30 days time. And the reason I'm doing that is because the beginning of September, I'm going to launch our next 90-day run, 30K in 90 days. So if you want to get the details on the access to that, just go to the link in my bio. It's dailypaybusiness.com. And you're going to put your email in. You're going to get free access to my Freedom Formula PDF blueprint that shows you exactly what I did to make six figures in 6 months. But reply to the email that you get and put 30K in 90 days that you want more information on that. I would absolutely love to share it with you. Okay. If you don't see that email, check your spam or promotions. It could have gone there. Okay. But I really would love, if you're serious about knowing what it takes to hit 30K in 90 days, I would love to show you. It's only 10K a month, which depends on what you sell. My number one selling product is 900. So at 10K a month, that's only 12 customers. All you need is 12 customers a month to make $10,000. That's insane to me, because I used to do network marketing and I would need thousands and thousands of people to make that. And I worked hard and for not even close to these results. So I'm telling you what, if you guys are truly ready, I sell digital programs. Yeah. The reason why I sell digital program is because it's digital. And here's what I learned about selling something that's digital. You know what that is? What I learned? It's global. It's global. So this is funny. It's right here. So this is one of the network marketing products I used to sell. I love it. I still use it. Actually, it was right here. I put it on before I got on here. I love it. But guess what? If I sold one of these, I made $9. I would have to sell 100 of these to make $900. Now, my number one selling product is 900. I actually sell. Oh, Tab, did you really? Well, congratulations, my friend. There's Tab inside my community, and she had a $900 sale yesterday. Yes, I'm so proud of you. I've noticed a huge difference, Tab, in your content. Like the level of confidence and delivery you have is just absolutely amazing. So super proud of you, girlfriend. Yes, I love it. So good, so good. I actually sell 4 different digital programs because I believe one size doesn't fit all. And I personally love having options for people. So I have a $100 launch pad. It's a great way to launch your business. I have a $300 passive daily pay blueprint. It's a great way to start learning the $300 a day blueprint, which, hey, as a mom, I would have loved to make 300 a day, which is 109,000 a year. I'm like, okay, if I can make 300 a day around my children and get my life and time back and never have to DM anybody, I want to learn that. I actually gave myself, hey, how's Nicholas doing today? I actually gave myself 2 years to learn that because I didn't know how long it would take, right? And then I have a $600 digital mastery program. This is where you get to start mastering digital marketing skills. And then I have my $900 legacy builder program. And that is to show you how to leave a legacy for your family by having your own online business, building your own brand, and stacking income streams, having multiple different income streams. But just do the math on that. If you attract one customer a day, that's $328,000 a year. In 3 years! In 3 years, you are a self-made millionaire. I don't know about you, but why the hell wouldn't you want to learn that? I don't know. It's like I was ready to learn that. And I was like, I don't care what I have to do. I want to learn that. And that's what I did. I learned it. And but I did it a lot faster because I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know the ability that's out there today. So what I want to do is today is I want to show you guys Yeah, and you don't have to take a lot of time. I know. I love it. I want to share with you like what you do when you're brand new, because I think this is where a lot of people fail. This is why I love promoting digital programs. First of all, no matter what you sell, if it's affiliate marketing, if it's network marketing, if you make your own product, if you sell other people's products, you're selling something you love, right? Like, I love this. I don't sell it anymore because that was crazy. I was like, who sold me on this plan? Who sold me on a plan to make $9, right? Like, who sold me on that? Because I had to do a lot of work to make $9. Because I'd have to direct message with them, sometimes even get on the phone with them. I'd send them videos and all this stuff. But I love the product. I will forever take the product, right? And so I didn't know you could make 100% off of other people's products. And here's the thing, I didn't know you could make 100% off of other people's products while you built your brand, built your email list, and built your following. Because the moment you build those three things, that's how you leave a legacy. That's it. And so when you're brand new, I would grab a pen because I'm going to give you some really hot tips right now. So what do you do to get people to like and trust you? Oh, that's what we're going to talk about right now. And so what you do like what you do when you're brand new, okay, is when I launched my business, I decided to launch it on TikTok. TikTok is a interest-based platform. That's huge. I would write that down, interest-based. So when you have an interest-based platform, that's not a social media platform. Social media likes your friends of your friends are going to see your stuff. When it's interest-based, it's people that are already expressing interest in what you have. You know how huge that is, right? So for example, if you sell weight loss products and people are Googling how to lose 5 pounds this month, how to lose 10 pounds and not give up pizza, and you're talking about that, they're going to see your stuff. And that's your perfect customer. So that's the first thing. That's why it's so important to start a brand new account. Now, here's something that is so important. This is where most people fail. When you start that new account for your business, it is for your business. So you, my friend, have to be very careful what you're searching as well. Because if all of a sudden you're searching things that is not where your perfect customers hang out, you've confused the algorithms and they're going to have a hard time not only finding your customers, they're going to have a hard time categorizing your content, and they're going to have a hard time knowing where to push your stuff. Because the way interest-based content works is it's a all the way around. It's based on what you engage in, what you search for, and what your customers engage in and search for. It has to all complement each other. It's that sensitive. I don't think it's really like that on Instagram. It definitely is on TikTok, and it definitely is on YouTube. So if you are struggling with like getting followers or getting engagement on TikTok or YouTube, I would first go look at what you're engaged in. See, so if you go to my For You page, like on TikTok, it literally has where my perfect customers would hang out with, people that they would follow and things that I'm interested in, which is the exact same things my perfect customer is. I've just learned to train the algorithms, okay? And I'm gonna give you guys a really hot tip, and I want you to take a deep breath, because some of you guys get so frustrated because your videos don't do anything. So last month, I had a video got 1.2 million views. Ugh, I'm still recovering from it. Crazy, right? Because I had my algorithms trained so well, like they were like this. Well, that video, and it was doing good. I was never getting any negative comments. I was like, okay, this is really cool, right? So I knew the video was going to keep on going. What happened is it was picking up people that weren't interested in what I did, and it just made the algorithms go so wide. And I've not got them all the way back yet. And I tested it. And so this is how sensitive they are. So I tested it because one of the biggest comments I was getting on the video, you can go look. You could go look. It's got like 3,000 comments, but you can see they were asking about, dang it, I keep on forgetting. Let me go. They were asking about something I don't even know. And see, there was my mistake because, okay, let me just pull it up because I've never even heard of it. Oh my goodness, where's it at? Here it is. So I had to shut it off. So what you do when you have a video get like a lot of views like that, I just had to shut it off for a while so it was stopped being pushed. Then I turned it back on, but it just doesn't get. Oh, here it is. So this is what people were, okay, 3,791 views, but this is what they were asking about. And this is what I messed up. I'm just giving you guys a hot tip so you don't ever do this. I had to go in and delete most of them, so maybe I've done it. Something about pilot. I shouldn't probably say it online. This is going to find more of them. Hold on. You guys typing it in there? Yeah, you're welcome, Sabrina. I'm glad you're here. Hold on. Let me go way down because I'm sure I didn't get them all. Anyway, it was the same type of comment over and over again. Oh, right here, TikTok Creator Pilot Program. And so they kept on asking about the TikTok Creator Pilot Program. And I was like, okay, I got to finally shut it off because it was literally, it went way to that algorithm, right? Yes, whatever that is. I still don't know. But my point I'm saying that is, hey, my friend, how are you? My point of saying that is so now if I create a video like giving value about creator inserts or like TikTok stories, that video gets 3,000-4,000 views like this. If I create one about my daily pay blueprint, it will get like 1,000, 2,000. So, and that was a month ago. So my algorithms still aren't completely back to normal yet, but the positive is it hasn't affected my income. So why am I telling you that? Because I'm still grabbing my perfect customers. If I went live every day, though, I could have the algorithms fixed probably in 3 days. That's the positive thing about going live. But I'm telling you, that's how sensitive the algorithms are. That was my whole point of sharing that with you. They're that sensitive. My sweet spot is I have good money days. If I have videos get 8 to 20,000 views, it's a good money day. It's at least a handful of customers. So you don't wish for something that you don't want. And that's what I really want to talk to you guys about. The power of building a brand new account, doing it scared, doing it unknown, doing it with uncertainty, right? But developing that content by showing up every day. Because here's the deal, and I'm going to give you exactly how to do that today. Because here's the deal. If you do that, you can monetize it and make money, not only by being monetized directly on the platforms. Like I'm paid by TikTok. I monetize on YouTube as well. I monetize on Instagram. I monetize on Facebook. And it's kind of crazy because I hardly even post on Facebook. But when I do, the posts do really, really well. And so I'm just sharing that with you because it's simple in today's world to have a lot of multiple income streams. We make it hard. So I really want to simplify it today. That's like my only goal. Because if you take these strategies I'm going to share with you today, it can change everything for your business. So, hey, long time no see. How are you? Hey, thank you, Amanda. Yeah, ignorance on fire. That's all I was. It's the truth, right? Sometimes we get so worried. I guess why I was ignorance on fire when I started my business is because first of all, I was brand new on TikTok. I knew nobody would know me, right? And I knew nobody would watch my videos at first. So I could just go out there and do. It's no different than anything. Repetition always wins, right? Like if you asked me to do 10 push-ups right now, I couldn't. But if I practice every day, soon I could. If you master these 3 things I'm going to share with you right now and you start creating content that way, guess what will happen? Your videos will be categorized where your perfect potential customers are searching. It's not any harder than that. I just did a video before I got on here and I showed you how to check your profile to see if you are being shadow banned. That's something I love about TikTok. I love the fact that they heard the noise of, oh my gosh, I'm in the 200 club, I'm shadow banned. And all of a sudden, TikTok's like, no. We're going to show you that you're not shadow banned. You guys know how to do that, right? You saw that content? Let me show you guys real quick how to do it. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Thanks for hanging out with me. So watch this. Let me show you how easy it is. Okay. So when you're on your platform, on TikTok, all you do is you go to that stack up here. You see that stack? So when you go to the stack, all you got to do is click on TikTok Studio. Okay. And then when you go to TikTok Studio, all you have to do is just scroll down to where it says, where's it at? Where it says account check. And then you check your account and it's going to run a check. And it will tell you, here's what I love. Like it will tell you if something needs to be worked on, right? Like you can see it all turning green, 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 green. Like you see it over here. If it's all going green, green like that is, there's no problem. You're not shadow banned. But here's what I love. Mine's not going to do it because it's all going to be in green. But if you had one video that wasn't doing well or TikTok isn't pushing it out on the For You page, they tell you why. So you can fix it. You guys, it is so easy. Like they're giving everything to you on a silver platter. You just have to really study what they give you. Yeah. Here's something else I'm going to show you. Okay. Is this right here, which I love as well. Have you seen what they're doing on your videos? So let me see. So like, let's go to this video right here. Down here, it says search. Okay. Look at that. What it says down here. Digital marketing for beginners. That's how that video was categorized based off of that. So why is that important? Because if you click on it, it's going to pull up, oh, look, Tim. Tim pulled up at one of the top videos. Tim is inside my community. He follows my strategy. Look, Jessica pulled up as one of the top videos. I love that. Tim pulled up as another one. Tim pulled up as another one. Hence why he's making so much money. So what that means is what they're doing now is they're telling people where to find more videos like this. Because obviously, I think this video got 7,422 views, but they tell people, you like videos like this, to click here. So if you can get categorized, you win. That's it. How cool is that? Now, here's what I personally do. So me as the content creator, I will go look at that, right? And I'll go look at some of the videos, but they have to have a lot of views. I won't go look at some that don't. And then so let me just click on this one right here. I will go down and I will see like what type of hashtags did they use, right? And I will just spend some time and click on those hashtags. I actually have created a Google Doc that I just have hashtags, right? That's it. Like we make it so hard. You know, I spend less time overthinking my content and more time trying to understand where my perfect customers are navigating on social media. Isn't that cool? Like you guys, you realize you can build a 6- and 7-figure business without spending a dime on ads. I still to this day haven't spent money on ads. I still to this day haven't. I'm like, why do I need to? Because I know that would flip everything around. You just don't. And to me, it's getting sweeter and it's getting sweeter and it's getting sweeter. And here's what I mean by that. Okay. And I'm going to go back to the 4 simple steps. I just wanted to cover that with you guys real quick. And here's what I mean by that. So I drank lemon juice. You guys ever just grab a lemon and squeeze it in water? It's the best thing you can do for your body, by the way. So anyway, this is what I'm drinking right now. Greetings, my friend. How are you? Okay. So the very first thing that you can do, ready, is you need to create a brand new account for business. And then the first thing you need to do when you create the account is you need to create your profile for somebody to look at it and want to learn more from you. So when you do this part of your profile, okay, and I'm going to do a video and go in more in depth on it for you guys, but this part of your profile should be something that is searchable. So what I did is I thought about keywords my ideal customer would use because I want to show up on those keyword search. So you don't type in your profile, the bio, what you want is what they need to hear. And what's really cool is, hey, Matthew, how are you, my friend? What's really cool is ChatGPT can help you do that. It can help you do all of it, right? So don't overthink it. Just, it will be keywords that they would search. So that's the first thing that you need to do. Okay. And then the very second thing you need to do, and do not follow anybody. That's the worst thing you can do, because what if you follow the wrong people? Then you trained the algorithms to find more people like them. So do not go. Look at this, you guys. I have 133,500 followers, and I only follow 352 people. And there are people just inside my community that have asked me to follow them. Okay. I see a lot of people they're following 5,000 people and they got 1,000 followers. Well, that's probably the reason why you only have 1,000 followers, because with those 5,000 people you're following, you got the algorithms all messed up. Because that's part of it. That's part of the process. Yeah. Okay. So, good. Love it. Hey, Bree, how are you, my friend? And so that is really important to know. Don't follow a bunch of people. Like I said, I only will follow my community members when they ask me to, right? And it's important. By the way, TikTok, I got to say that. There's like 10,000 Michelle O'Neills. They've either got official Michelle or O'Neill spelled wrong. Matter of fact, they get on my lives and then they'll message you after thanking you for getting on my live. So I do not direct message at all, right? So if you're getting a direct message, I can promise you 100% it is not me. The best way to talk to me and hang out with me is send me an email and I would love to talk to you. Matter of fact, if I am not available, I have a personal assistant that helps me. So you're always taken care of. And like if it's something important, she'll like send me a direct message and I will get on it. So that's really cool. So you're taken care of, right? But that's the best way. So just be safe out there. Hopefully, if whatever happens with TikTok, that's one of the things that they fix. Okay, so anyway, so that's the next thing you do is your bio. So then the very next thing you do, you have to know who your perfect customer is. You guys, this is so important. And it's more important when you're looking at interest-based social media platforms like TikTok and YouTube, right? Because YouTube is the number 2 search engine. I can promise you this. A mom of 3 kids is searching something totally different than a single guy in his 30s. Think about that. A happily married couple is totally searching something different than a single mom with 1 kid. See, did anybody just have an aha moment with that? Yes, made a huge difference. Yes, because that's true, right? So you got to think about it. With it being interest-based, they're searching different things. So knowing who your perfect customers is huge. And then the next thing I do is then, because like I said, TikTok's brand new. And I did this and not even realize I did it. But what I did is, so I was brand new to TikTok in September of 2022. And I love Tony Robbins. If you guys don't follow Tony Robbins on TikTok, I would, or YouTube, I would. He is amazing. I've been to 2 of his Unleash the Power Within. I think that was a game changer, helped me build my leadership skills so I can lead a community. I now have a community of 55,500 people, right? Because I'm still working on my leadership skills, because I will create 1,000 self-made millionaires. That's my goal of being here, is helping people, is set 1,000 families completely free. But while they're being set free, they're able to stack multiple income streams. So I love that. Hey, my friend, how are you? And so one thing I did is I literally went to Tony Robbins and I started following him. And I thought about my ideal customer. Who else would they follow on social media? And I thought about my ideal customer and what could they be searching? What are they looking for? What problems do they have and what solutions are they looking for? And so all you got to do is, I'm talking 10 minutes. This doesn't take a lot of time. If you're taking longer than 10 minutes, you went down a rabbit hole. And that is not going to help you. So find maybe 3 or 4 people that you know your perfect customer would be following. So you think about this. See, I want people that would also follow Tony Robbins, because they're equipping their mind for success. If they equip their mind for success and they let me mentor them to have online success, it's a win-win. They're the ones that get to their end goal quicker. And so that's like, man, I want to find my perfect customers that are following Tony Robbins, are ready to level up their life, ready to raise their standards. So you think about it, brand new account, You've not searched nothing except where your perfect customers would hang out, which that takes me to, so what do you do to get people to like and trust you? That's one of the things. If you're following some of the same people that they are, or engaging as well. Engaging is now more than important than following. So I will listen to about 2 or 3 Tony Robbins videos every day, and I'll heart it or I'll make a comment, right? And I'm changing because my customers changed a little bit, right? So I'm kind of raising my leadership. So I'm following more aggressive leadership people. And then all I'll do is I will just like listen to like 4 or 5 videos a day, and I will engage in those posts. Because all I'm doing is I'm training the algorithms that that's all I want to see. Because what do you think is going to happen? My algorithms are not here anymore. I get them this way. So then if I'm creating content that I know is a pain point of my perfect customer, the algorithms are going to push my content in front of them. It just helps get your content categorized quicker. Oh yeah, so I'll make a comment. Like I'll do like on Tony Robbins video, I'll either give it some hearts or I'll heart it, but I'll like, woo, this is powerful. Or, oh, this is one I'm going to save, or I'll save it. And then I see a lot of his content, right? But you think about it, if the algorithms are seeing that, think about this. So I want you guys to hang with me here. If you're engaging in, like, I'll just use Tony Robbins, right? If I'm engaging in Tony Robbins and my perfect customers engaging in Tony Robbins, and I show people how to make 6 and 7 figures online, and she goes in and she types how to make 6 figures online, I'm going to be the first one she sees because we have more in common. It's not only about what you post. It's about what you guys have in common. Again, interest-based. Interest-based. It's not just based on your social media. It's based on you guys and the more of the same interests that you have. So for example, like let's say that you're helping people be able to retire early or be able to save up for retirement. What do you think people that, like, let's say you have a happily married couple that at 55, they want to be able to retire early. What do you think they're searching online? I would go find where they're searching, and hey, thanks, Matthew. It's good though. It is true, right? It makes your job so much easier as a content creator. And so if I was looking for people ready to retirement, I would go to follow some people on social media and on YouTube and on TikTok that talk about retirement. And I would spend some time engaging. And here's something, YouTube, I really love doing this. Like, let's say you follow somebody that's retirement. Set your alarm for 5 minutes a day. Look at some of the comments. Oh, they're going to tell you what they need. And what if some of the comments you have a solution? So you think about it. Let's say they commented something and you're like, I can help them. You go take that, what they said, you go create a piece of content off of that. You guys are both following the same people. They actually typed it in, and then you do a video over it. That's when you get comments like this. Oh my gosh, I just watched your video and I swear you're in my head right now. That's how I get comments like that. Or, oh my gosh, that's exactly how I feel. How did you know that? Because you pay attention. We use, some people do. I don't. That's how I've made millions being a content creator, because I don't take it lightly. I look at every single video that I do as I'm planting digital real estate. And I don't know about you, I don't want to plant no crappy digital real estate. Because if you go in a city and you build a crappy home in a crappy neighborhood, you get crappy results. Yes or yes, right? Yes or yes. But if you get real estate out there, you go in a good neighborhood, a good home, you're going to get good results that will last you a lifetime. Your content, my friend, is the same. So I like to plant my digital real estate where people will see it and it will be making money and making an impact for a very long time. And that's something that is so important. So that is why I personally love that the fact that you can get while you're growing your following, you can monetize your account immediately. So when I first launched on social media, I didn't have my own product. I was terrified of having my own product. And I also didn't want to make $9 off of a product anymore. That's why I got the resale rights on products that I love. I mean, I love this, but I didn't want to make $9. So I was able to get the resale rights on products that I loved and make 100% profit. Then what happened is I took the information in them and I applied them. And then I seen the gaps, and then I created my own community. And then I learned what they needed. And I was able to launch my own program, the Legacy Builders Program, which in the first 10 months did $29 million. And that was 100% profit into my community members' pockets. But it started by building my foundation. And so that's what I show my community what to do. You all got to start. We all start at the bottom. We all start with no following, no email list, right? But I'll tell you what, when I'm building my following, when I'm building my email list, when I'm building my brand, I'm going to be building it making 100% profit. Doesn't that make sense? I'm curious. I would love to know in the comments, doesn't that make sense? Because now I've added multiple income streams. Like I make just monthly on reoccurring income, $250,000 a month on reoccurring, which is income that comes in month after month. But I couldn't have done that 3 years ago. I didn't have no following 3 years ago. I didn't have no brand. I had no belief. I had no confidence, and I had a lot of stinking thinking. And I still would have had a lot of stinking thinking, and I still would have been broke if I would have tried to sell something for $9. But because I could start with 100% profit, it was the game changer. That's the part that people miss. But it all starts with building your following. Okay, so brand new account. Next step, what you're going to do, okay, this is where it gets good. Next step, what you're going to do is you're going to find where your perfect customers are hanging out at. And you're going to take the time and you're going to write down a few things. Here's what I think of. And this is no matter what you're selling, by the way. 4 o'clock in the morning, your ideal customer wakes up and can't go back to bed. Why? Why? That there, right there is how you build your $1 million message. Like when I first launched my business, my perfect customer woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, dealt with mom guilt, with frustration. She just wanted more time with her kids, and she was disappointed with herself because she would look at her bank account and she'd be like, how did it get there? Like, I thought I would have more money. I thought I'd have more time. And she tosses and she turns and she's like, another job, more hours is not the solution. What am I going to do? My job is to bring her hope and show her there is a better way. And I'll tell you what, that was in 2022. And in 2025, there is even a better way. It's easier now than it was in 2022 because of the way all of the social media platforms are really changing to interest-based. If you don't believe me about interest-based, when you get off of here, and thanks for hanging out with me, by the way, when you get off of here, go to your significant other, go to your child, or go to your boss or somebody that you knew and have them show you their For You page. It's going to be completely different. Every one of them. You can line 10 people up and everyone's going to be completely different. I could get on a Zoom with my community of 55,000+ people and I could say, okay, everybody pull up your For You and show it to me. It's all going to be a little bit different. Even though we all do digital marketing, it's still going to be a little bit different because of what else we engage in. That's why, my friend, building on social media, there's never such thing as saturation. And that's why, my friend, building on social media is never a waste of time if you apply those strategies the right way. That's it. So then what's next? Okay, so you know your pain point of your customer. So then this is what I recommend to do. This is what I had to do. Because believe it or not, I'm an introvert. And I thought, hey, my friend, how are you? I thought it was like super awkward to like hold my phone and like talk in my phone. Anybody agree with me? Like, it's like really weird, right? It is uncomfortable. And I was like, what am I doing? Anybody ever feel like that? You too. Okay, good. I'm not the only one. So it was awkward for me. Again, that's why I was so grateful that I had 0 followers, because I knew nobody at first was going to see my stuff. Right? So I knew the more videos I do, the better I'll get. Matter of fact, you guys want to see a difference? When y'all off of TikTok get off of here, just go to my profile, scroll to the very bottom. You will crack up. Like, you will crack up. But you'll see what can happen if you're willing to master skills and strategies and be consistent. I will be your complete hope dealer if you go look at my first videos. You'll be like, holy crap, I get it now. And then you'll know you can do this as well and make masses of money online, right? So what I did, and this is the tip 3 I'm going to give you. The quickest way to build your brand is care more about helping other people than you do anything. Don't care how you look. Don't care how you sound. Let people know you care about them. So, hey, how are you doing, Kay? So the quickest way to achieve that is when you grab your phone, do one of 2 things. One, either act like you are FaceTiming a really good friend. Now, I personally don't like FaceTiming. So I act like I'm literally at a coffee shop. And it's you and I, and we're at a coffee shop, and I'm sitting here, I have my favorite, my lemon water, and you have your favorite drink, and we are just hanging out together, and we're just talking. And I know if it was just you and I at a coffee shop, I know I'm not going to be like, whew. Let me restart. I'm never going to feel like that. I'm going to lean in. I'm going to talk with you. I'm going to laugh. And then you're going to say one thing to me. And that thing that you say gives me permission to change your life. Let me explain. Looks like my husband's going to be laid off. I don't know what we're going to do. I love being a stay-at-home mom, but I'm sick and tired of not having choices. Now, if he gets laid off, I'm going to have to get a job, and he's probably going to have to get 2 jobs because of the money he's making. I'm not going to sit there and be like, I don't know what to say. Gosh, this is so hard. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be like, wow, that's why we're supposed to be here right now. Have you heard of the Daily Pay Blueprint? That you can start today. You follow that blueprint. It will give you more time with your family, but it will also give you the ability to get customers on a daily paying basis when you learn to master these skills. And our number 1 selling product is $900. If you could learn how to make $900 a day and your husband lost his job, but you're making $900 a day, that's $328,000 a year. Would you have to go get a job? Would your husband even have to go get a job? She's like, no, what is it? I'm like, and you know what's great? You're like sitting here in uncertainty in your life, wanting to know, my gosh, my husband's going to lose his job. You're sitting here in this type of uncertainty in your life. Imagine you follow the steps in this blueprint, and in 2 days, you can have a fully functioning business out there working for you 24/7. And guess what? You can build a business 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here. We actually show you how to get your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. I would love to give you access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint. You think she's going to say no? Do you see the difference in content? Do you see the difference? That was a video, by the way, but you didn't think it was a video. You felt like I was talking to you. And you know what? How well I felt like you guys thought I was talking to you because you responded to my questions. All I did was create a video. That is how I created content. That's it. That was how I created content. I literally just sat down. So what I did is I took it to another level and I named her. Her name was Emily. She had a cute little boy and he had these beautiful blue eyes. Oh, by the way, Emily had a red shirt on because I wanted to be able to pay attention to her. And her son, I never named him, but I just seen how cute he was. And he had this spiked hair. So every time I created a piece of content, I could see Emily. And I could see how bad she wanted to be home with her son. So that's how I could show up with a different level of energy and excitement. Then I have to share something with you. When I started going live, like a little over 90 days into my business, I started going live and a gentleman gets on and he's like, hey, what about us dads? And I'm like, well, yeah, it works for anyone. So Emily scooted over on the couch. And her husband, Brian, got on the couch and another kid popped in. So there was the couple and 2 kids. And so I created after that day, again, why I love to go live, because you guys help me what I need to share more of. And all of a sudden I was having a conversation with them. So sometimes my conversation would go, I want to make sure that you don't have to go get 2 jobs. Because if I can help you not get 2 jobs, that's 25 hours more a week you have with your family. Right? That was more towards Brian. So that's what I would do. So I'm telling you guys right now, those are the 3 things is all you need to do. It's seriously that easy. And what I just shared with you, you can sell anything with that. There is no reason that you are not monetizing your social media, getting passive income while you're building your following, building your brand, and building your email list. There's no reason. That's why I chose Done For Me digital programs. I love them. So why wouldn't I sell something I love? But I love this, but I'm not going to sell this and make $9. That wouldn't even be worth my time. Right? And that's it. And I literally took that strategy and I literally just had conversations. That's how I made $7,000 my first month, because people felt me. They could tell I cared about them. I didn't care about the money. I knew I cared about the impact, because impact will create a connection, and connection creates currency. And that's it. Hey, my friend, how are you? Yes, the program is perfect for anyone. Yeah. I had a gentleman buy it not too long ago. He actually is very concerned with TikTok leaving. And he goes, I build my business. I go live every day. That's how I build my business. And he goes, I have nothing if TikTok goes away. And he said, and my wife is freaking out because I make all the money. She stays home with the kids. And he caught me on live. This was like, I don't know, 6-7 months ago. And he said, I want to know how to build an email list. I want to know how to build a brand outside of TikTok. So he bought my program and I went live like 2 weeks ago. And he was actually on my live and he goes, hey, I'm going to email you. Many of you are on it. The guy said, I'm going to email you. Well, he emailed me and he's like, I got to let you know, he used to go live 4 to 6 hours a day, which is still a fair return, right? Because less than working. Anyway, he goes, I'm down to going 4 to 6 hours every day. Okay. He purchased my passive daily pay blueprint. No, he purchased a legacy builder. He purchased a legacy builder. Anyway, he followed the strategy inside of it. He took the funnel and he created towards what he has. Anyway, he's down to going live 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. And he's building that email list. And then he's also starting to build an Instagram. And I'm doing a 30-day momentum map inside my community right now. And he's fired up because he's applying it to his Instagram just in case, TikTok goes away. And so anyway, he didn't even do it for the resale rates. He has that ability, but I got to share something with you. He's pretty smart because he's inside my community and he sees these people making 900 a day. He sees that, just in such a short time, 114 six-figure income earners, and then 21 self-made millionaires in South Africa ran. And he's like, I'm curious about adding this as an additional income stream. I'm like, why wouldn't you? And so I showed him, I said, in your emails, after 30 days of somebody getting the email of what you sell, if they don't buy, introduce them to that. So he just added that. We just had this conversation not too long ago. That's what I love in today's world. The possibilities are endless. There's so many ways like that you can build a multiple income stream. Love it. Yes, thank you, my friend. Okay, so what other questions? Hey, thanks for following me. Love it, love it, love it. Just call me your hope dealer. But you guys, if you do want to get access to the Daily Pay Blueprint, I call it the Freedom Formula Blueprint. All you got to do is the link is in my bio. Click on it. But it's dailypaybusiness.com or TikTok or YouTube. You can see it right there. You guys should check it out. So happy to be on this journey with you. South Africa, I love it. Yes, and we're doing tomorrow, I had to think of what day it is. Tomorrow we're doing 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, a webinar. The reason why I do 11 a.m. sometimes, 11 a.m. Central Standard sometimes is because of South Africa, because we have a huge community in South Africa and that's the evening for them. And then next week, I'll be doing an evening webinar for, yes, ready for the webinar. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Celine's verified it yet. If you're on here, Celine, let me know. But I think our newest self-made millionaire in South Africa, I think she's going to share her story tomorrow. So pretty powerful. Absolutely love that. Love this training. So many eye-openers. Yay! That's what I love. And by the way, TikTok, if you're on here and you missed this, you can go to YouTube. You'll be able to access the replay on YouTube and you can watch it when you get off of here. Yeah, I know that'd be so great if she shares. So Celine's like, I'm working on verifying her. Yes, there we go. Hopefully she can. If not, it will have to be in 2 weeks because next week I am doing an evening one, 7 p.m. I think next Thursday at 7 p.m. I don't know. I'd have to look at my schedule because I have a workshop next week and everything going on. Aw, thanks, Dee. Yes. 21st, self-made millionaire. Yes. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. She's the one that actually emailed us and asked if she could share. I'm like, yes. Yes. Love it. Awesome. Did you guys have some aha moments today? Did this help you? Anybody have any, see how easy this is? Don't make it harder than this. But do me a favor though. If you're going all over on TikTok, or YouTube, and you're searching all this other stuff, just stop on your business account and just retrain your algorithms and think about places that your perfect customers would hang out at. People that you would love that your perfect customers also liked them as well. Because if you have that and you know exactly their pain points and you're out there delivering it on social media, you are going to attract quicker. Vanilla marketing doesn't work, right? It doesn't work out in the real world either. And it doesn't work in the digital world. And what I mean by vanilla marketing is look at Baskin and Robbins, 31 flavors, right? You have all these ice cream places. They don't just sell vanilla. Everybody likes vanilla, but that isn't what brings people in. And sometimes on social media, some people just create content that is just so vanilla, which means it's not geared towards your perfect customer's pain point. And when you start creating content that your perfect customer would stop their scroll. See, here's the great part. There's 5 billion people on social media, but there's a downfall. There's 5 billion people on social media. You're not the only one creating content, right? In many different industries, many different niches, it's everywhere, right? So how are you going to stand out? How are you going to stop their scroll? And that is something that is so important. And those 3 steps I shared with you are going to help you do it a lot quicker. A lot quicker. And that's it. And then it makes creating content fun. And so if I was brand new, creating a brand new account, I would do what I shared with you, those 3 strategies I shared with you. But here's something I would do, which I think it's even more important now than it was in 2022, because things are always changing. And that is, I would use every single day, I would find a trending song and I would do a 7-second B-roll, like take some roll off your film, off your phone, and just do that, and have words on the screen that would make your perfect customer go, wow, I'm not the only one that feels that way. That's it. Now, here's the thing that people mess up. If you use a trending 7-second song, and let's say a week later, you go back and you look at that trending 7-second song and it did good, use that same trending 7-second song again. You can use the same music more than once, because all of a sudden you're going to start dominate that. That's gold right there, right? And here's something else I'm going to give you. So when you start creating content, use stories. Use stories on TikTok. And if you guys are already on TikTok and you've been on TikTok for a while, what I would recommend is going back to some of your old content that did good. And when I mean good, I'm not meaning good by views. I mean good by engagement. Reshare them on your stories. They'll bring them back to life again. I did that the other day. I had a video that was like, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 views, and I put it on stories again. And then the next week I did stories again. And now that video is like at 20-some thousand. I just reignited it again because it got more engagement from new people, which made it push out more in the For You page. And now it's like at 20-some thousand views. Only thing different I did is I just reshared it to my stories like 3 or 4 other times. So I'm always having repurposed content shared in my stories. Yes, I do that. Good. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's social media works for anything. Anything, any business you do, anything you do, because it's interest-based. You guys could go open a social media account right now and talk about fingernail polish and engage in what other people into fingernail polish would follow online, and you can build a following just off of fingernail polish. It's so easy today to build a brand. It used to take people millions of dollars to build a brand. You can do it. The reason why most don't is because they're jumpers. They're jumpers. They'll jump to the next thing, and all of a sudden they're promoting this is the best thing, and then 2 weeks later they're promoting this is the best thing, and 2 weeks later this, and people are like, you're a hot mess. And they don't believe you. I can use my content that I've been posting from 3 years ago because I'm saying the exact same thing. I believe in this business process more than I believed in anything in my life. It's changed my family's life. Like, look at this. I'm in Dallas right now. Look what they gave me. Isn't this cute? This is my official, you're a season Dallas season ticket holder. I'm like, they give you a little plaque that you're a Dallas season ticket holder. And this is one of my dreams I've had. Like, I just because of these strategies I've shared with you, I'm living life in a completely different way than I ever thought I would live, right? And I don't just have season tickets, I got club seats. Like, so we get to go down there with the players. We get to be there after for the interviews. And it's so funny because I bought 6 tickets, right? Because most of my kids love Dallas. The other ones, I don't know what their problem is. No, I'm teasing. My one daughter just isn't into football, but she is going to go to a game. But anyway, I bought 6. And so I've been selling the ones that we're not using because we're down here. We've been here for, I know we were here last week's game. But anyway, I'm making money, and it's ridiculous how much I'm making off of preseason. I'm like, holy crap. I looked at the Green Bay game, Nicholas, I can sell my tickets for $2,100 a piece at the Green Bay game. And I think that game is only going to be me and Mike. And I'm like, well, gosh, I'll pocket $8,000. It's crazy. So again, you guys, like, my money's making me money. It's so fun. And it's so funny because, like, when we sold my tickets last week, I got to verify this. This is so funny. So I didn't tell the people like that were sitting next to us that, you know, that they bought them from me. But it's kind of cool that you're like looking at these people, you're like, I sold you my tickets. But anyway, digital marketing is life-changing. Like, when you actually master content creation and build your email list, build your brand, and build your following, sky's the limit of how much income that you can create. But here's the thing. One thing I want you guys to do is dream really, really big, because you can achieve every dream. Like, I'm like tomorrow will be 1 year ago that I paid cash for my dream home. It's on a lake in Kansas, like a private lake in Kansas. I'm not there right now. I'm in Dallas, but here's the funny part. I actually went and looked at a high rise on the 35th floor here in Dallas yesterday because I'm like, I think I just need to get a second home here because we're going to spend a lot of time here. And I'm like, how ironic. It's like a year later and I'm looking at purchasing a high rise on the 35th floor in downtown Dallas. But nobody taught me to dream, not big like this. So I want to give you guys permission to dream big. Yeah. Dream big. Like dream big and go after your dreams. And as easy it is today to build a following, build a brand, and build an email list, man, sky is the limit what you can do because you just build a following of your favorite perfect customers that will want to do any and everything with you. Imagine the year you started, I know, I was actually talking about that today. When I launched into the digital space, I had a lot of stinking thinking because nobody taught me to dream big. I was like, oh, I just want to make $54,000 my first year. Because if I can do that, I could have paid my bills. Couldn't live do a lot, right? But I could have paid my bills. My second year full goal was to learn how to attract a $300 a day customer because 300 days, 109,000 a year. Then my third year goal, which I haven't even hit my 3 years yet in this industry, right? My third year goal was to attract $600 days and $600 a day in customers, which is 218,000 a year. But I ended up making six figures in 6 months. My first million in 17 months because I finally got a mentor that told me that I was playing small. And I was like proud of myself that I was making like 50, 60,000 a month. And she looks at me and she says, you are playing small. I'm like, okay. And I listened to her and here I am. So get a good mentor, but follow them. Yay! During the Freedom Sprint. Yes, love it. Well, we're getting ready to go on, and congratulations. We're getting ready to go on our next 90-day run inside the community. It will start the 1st of September, 30K in 90 days. And right now in my community, I'm equipping them with kind of helping them with the 30-day momentum map. And the reason I'm doing this, there's 2 reasons I'm actually doing the 30-day momentum map is because we're getting ready to launch my program in Spanish. And when I launch it in Spanish, because I don't speak Spanish, I need to make it super where they don't need their hand held as much as I hold hands inside my community because of the communication barrier, even though, yeah, I have AI and have a lot of other tools prepared to help me. And my ex-son-in-law is also speaks Spanish, so he's going to help as well. And so we're super excited about that. And hopefully the launch goes as good as I think. Then my goal is to open up in a different country every year in a different language. So pretty excited. We have huge goals, absolutely huge goals. But yeah, I'm excited about Spanish. I'm supposed to go to Mexico in October when we launch. Just trying to get that. Oh, good. You're enjoying the 30-day momentum map. Yay. Yes, mentorship is very important, isn't it? Very important. Yes. Thank you, guys. You guys have been a great group today. I was going to go live the other day, but I don't know, I had something going on. So I was like, I'm going to just jump on and go live with you guys today. You just went on a cruise in Mexico? Yes. Love it. Yeah, I'm really excited. And here's the cool part is it's going to add an additional income stream for anybody inside my community as well, which I'm excited about that. And it's going to add additional income streams when we launch in Mexico as well. So many cool things to really help stack income streams and help a lot of people. Yes, Mexico is beautiful. I love it. Any other questions you guys have for me before I get off of here? I would say I'll be going live again Monday, but depends if I'm traveling or not. Yeah. Woohoo. Exciting. Yes, it is. So we will officially officially launch to the world the 1st of October. It will be a soft launch inside my community, getting them navigated and showing this AI app where you can transpose your videos into Spanish. Gosh, it looks perfect. Like you can't even You can't tell. Like I even roll my R's and everything. So I'm going to teach him that before we really launch out there. So excited about that. Oh yeah, there's going to be a complete course on that. Oh, you missed your cruise life? Yeah. I need to create another one. Hey, Tim, look. Ah. Tim's on YouTube. You know, Tim, I was showing them earlier on TikTok over here, and I was showing them, I'm proud of you, Tim. I'm trying to tell you that. I'm giving you like credit because I was showing them how I love how TikTok will, down below a video, you can see other, like somebody can click on that to see other videos similar to that. And when we clicked on it, you were categorized. You had like what? He had like 4 or 5 videos in that category. And I'm like, that's why Tim is making money. So anyway, it works, you guys. We just make it way too hard. Yeah. Make it way too hard. So, okay, I am going to get off of here. You guys have been a great group today. Thank you guys for following me. Just call me your hope dealer. I hope today you see a different perspective. I hope today you see that you too can learn these skills and you can start brand new on a social media platform, and you can just share those 3 things I shared with you at the beginning and just implement them on any platform, and it will work. Like it will work, and you will have more time, more income, and more choices in your life. And who the heck doesn't want it? And again, if you want access to my Freedom Formula Blueprint, just go to the link in my bio and you'll see it. It's just dailypaybusiness.com. Get it. And if you want the information for the free webinar tomorrow, just reply back to that with the webinar. I would love to give you the details on that. Thank you for hanging out with me, my friend. You're awesome. And Tev, congratulations on getting a $900 customer yesterday. So awesome. You guys have been great. I'm just kind of hanging out with you today. I have no whiteboard or anything, but hopefully you run with it. Aw, thank you for the nice words. You guys are great. Okay. Yay. Aw, Keith, you're my hero too. You guys are the best. Have a good day, YouTube. You've been phenomenal.